Guys just got to settle in and shoot with confidence. And then our biggest thing right now is we're rebounding the ball pretty well right now. We've got to continue to do that. When it doesn't go in, we got to go get it and put it in.
Well, you alluded to this, but 2 big road games next week. It'd be nice to go into those with a win under your belt here.
Yeah, obviously you don't want to look too far ahead. Tonight's the most important thing, but we do have some road games coming up that are important for us to help us with our team getting ready for conference play. And anytime you play a road game in town, that certainly is a benefit. We're not having to travel, but it isn't going to be in Sharp Gym, that's for sure. And so that's going to be one that we're going to start looking to after tonight. But tonight, most important thing is Dallas Christian.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Ron Cottrell, the head coach of the Huskies, will be back with more on the pregame show in just a moment.
Incredibly powerful. It's so nimble and fluid, but sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our renowned Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Back here at Sharp Gym, Lana King along with you, just about set for tonight's opening tip-off. The starting lineups being introduced here in the arena, so let's take a minute and introduce them to you. First of all, for the visitors tonight from Dallas Christian, Trent Dawson gets a start at 1 forward. Miles Burnside will join him on the wings. In the middle, a 6'9" sophomore, God's Power Igbin out of Lagos, Nigeria, will get the start in the middle. Travis Martain and Trorundus Luckett start in the backcourt for head coach Charles Williams and the Dallas Christian Crusaders, who come in 2-8 on their season. And your HBU Huskies will send out this starting 5 tonight. On the wings, Coulter Lasher, the sophomore from Anchorage, Alaska, will be joined by Reveal Chukwujeku, the sophomore out of Strake Jesuit here in the Houston area. Rich Mansvilde, the senior from Riga, Latvia, gets the start in the middle. And in the backcourt, the 2 seniors, Marcel Smith and Tyler Russell. Marcel, of course, out of Melvindale Academy in the Detroit area. And Tyler, the senior from Millennium High School in the Phoenix area. And they will be starting it off here tonight. Anthony Odunsi across the way. Looks like he is in street clothes tonight, so we won't see Anthony in tonight's ball game. Everybody else on the roster is suited up and ready to go, and they will hope to get into this one. Dallas Christian traveling just 10 players tonight, so we will see Richmond's Vilde and God's Power Thigpen jump it up, and it comes right over here by us and out of bounds. It'll be Dallas Christian basketball, knocked out, controlled by Richmond's Vilde, but knocked out of bounds, and so it'll be Dallas Christian basketball to start things off. And we're underway as Dawson gets it into Igbin, and he gets it out top to Luckett. Luckett will go left side to Dawson. Igbin out top to Burnside for a 3. They're not hesitant to put up threes, but they only shoot about 27% from long distance, and this one misses everything. It goes out of bounds back over to the Huskies. Just underway, 19:43 to go. Glad you're along for the ride tonight here on the Husky Sports Network. Marcel Smith, 5'6" senior, brings it up. He'll leave it for Coulter Lasher across the timeline. Left side to Velo. Reveal Chukwujeku. Winds up with Tyler Russell, right angle. They play out beyond the arc. Smith has it, gets a screen from Vilde. Kick it over to Tyler Russell. He was jacking up threes in the pregame and nailing them pretty consistently. This one's a little strong and goes out of bounds off the Huskies. It will go back over to Dallas Christian. Still no score on the board, less than a minute into this one. Second possession for the Crusaders in the dark red, almost maroon color uniforms tonight. Out top, Dawson dribbles left side to the baseline, picked up by 3. Huskies tried to force it up. And Vilde pulls down the board. Outlet up ahead to Chukwujeku. Leave it out on the wing. Right side for Smith. Penetrates and dishes it off to Vilde, and he lays it up and in for the first basket of the ball game. Big Rich takes the feed from Marcel Smith, and the Huskies are up 2-0 here early on. Back the other way. Here's Tremendous Luckett. Drives right side to the baseline. Tries to put it up. Won't go. Loose ball comes down in the hands of Reveal Chukwujeku, and Luckett comes over and ties him up. And it'll be Huskies basketball on the alternating possession. So no harm, no foul there. Velo got the board, then got tied up, but the Huskies will keep possession of it. Little pressure in the backcourt by Dallas Christian as the Huskies bring it up this time, but they get it across. Out top, Vilde leaves a right angle for Smith. Baseline to T-Russ. Russell to Vilde cutting through the paint, and he puts it up, and he'll draw the foul. And the foul is going to be called on Burnside. His first. He's a 6'5" senior from here in the Houston area. Vilde to the free throw line. Big Rich drops the first one down through, ripples the cords as it goes. It's just his second made free throw of the year. 2 for 6, now 3 for 7 as he drops them both through at the free throw line early on. Rich averaging 6 points a game coming in. He's already got 4 tonight. Here's Dawson, brings it up the floor, right side. Leaves it for Martin. Out high to Burnside, feed the post to Igbin, back out top to Martin. Velo goes to the floor off a screen, and it opens up Martin for a long distance three. Shot won't go, but the loose ball is picked up by Dallas Christian. Out on the wing, feeds it to Dawson, right side, shot won't go. Rebound underneath to Martin, and a whistle. Travis Martin, a little 5'10" junior out of Detroit, picked up by Marcel Smith, and Zell's going to draw the personal. A couple of Detroit area guys going at it there. And Zell will pick up his first personal. And the first team foul on the Huskies. Defeated inbounds to Igpin. He tries to put it up, blocked by Vilde. And they're going to say it goes into the backcourt, but tipped by a Husky. And so it'll be Dallas Christian bringing it back up. Miles Burnside's not going to waste any shot clock, though. He jacks up a 22-foot three, and it won't go. Huskies on the move, back the other way. T-Russ to Lasher, and Coulter drops it down through. And Huskies out 6-0 to start this one. 17 minutes to go here in the first half. Dawson dribbles right to left, down in through the paint, spin move, puts it up. Floater won't go, and Vilde with the board. Off to Russell, outlet up ahead to Sell. Couldn't control it though, loses it, and Burnside brings it back up. Leave it to Luckett on the right wing, and he drains a little 17-footer from the angle and gets them on the board for the first time tonight. Tremendous Luckett makes it 6-2. So the Huskies will set it up in the half court, and they leave it for Vilde. Way out top from the three-point line. Rich is good for a couple of those a night. And he hits this one, and he's already over his average here just 3 minutes and 40 seconds into this game. He's got 7. It's 9-2 Huskies. Burnside feeds a post. Igpin turn around, and he's going to walk with it. He pump faked himself out of a shot there as Vilde has a couple of inches on him. Igpin will go to the bench now, checking in Michael Haynes for Dallas Christian. Also checking in Joshua Harris, and Derek Hearns will step into this game, and Jeshua Walls will check in as well. Here's a feed, give and go, high post. Vilde feeds the cutter. It's Coulter Lasher, and he takes it right to the rack and lays it in for 2. Huskies working that high post offense, and slashing through the paint was Coulter Lasher, and he gets the easy layup for his second bucket of the night. Here's a little jumper put up by Joshua Harris, and he gets the points, his first of the night, and cuts it down to 11-4. Lasher will take it himself, takes it to the rack, comes up short this time off the iron. And the rebound pulled down by Dallas Christian. On the run, up ahead, Harris almost walked with it. And it's Walls trying to save it. On the baseline, it's picked up by Harris. Harris down low, feeds it to Haynes. Haynes can't get the runner to go in the rebound. Pulled down by the Huskies. Quickly up the floor in a hurry. Chukwujeku to the rack. Now he leaves it out high for Vilde. Puts it up, floats it in, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Rich. Floated it up, and he came down underneath the basket. And it'll bring us to a timeout. Thought that maybe the reserve.
Hi, I'm Tamir Patel, and I played for the Huskies from 2007 to 2009. I'm currently the Director of Basketball Operations. I'm proud to be a part of 50 years of HBU Huskies basketball history. Thanks for listening to HBU Basketball on the Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
And we're back here at Sharp Gym. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Huskies up by 7. 11-4 coming off the timeout and away from the foul by Richmond's Vilde that took him into the timeout. Dallas Christian brings it up the floor on the run. Derek Hearns puts up a high arching layup, won't go down, and the Huskies grab the board and will bring it back the other way. Huskies are 4 of 6 tonight from the floor. Shooting very well. They had a struggle to start against UT Arlington. Here's a shot from the corner. The three from Marcel Smith, too strong off the iron. The rebound comes off to Hearns. Hearns up ahead on the outlet, feeds it to Walls, and Walls gets the shot to go. It's 11-6 with 14-12 to go here in the first half. On the run, back the other way. Huskies in a hurry. Velo feeds it to Big Rich underneath, and a reversal lays it up and in for 2. 9 points now for Rich, leading the way, and he's finding it easy going underneath so far here. Stoney Washington is checked in. He dribbles left side, leaves it down top for Harris. Harris dribbles in toward the paint, puts up a runner, won't go. A little fadeaway, pulled down by Chukwujeku. Lasher leaves it for T-Russ on the left side, drives to the rack and lays it up and in for 2. T-Russ with his first bucket of the ball game. Russell has 2 now. Russell averaging 5 a game coming in tonight through the first 3. Hearns on the dribble, brings it back to his right, pulls up, pops from 14 feet and drops it down through. Hearns with his first 2 of the night makes it 15-8 with 13 minutes to go. Huskies working around the arc, trying to come up with a little bit of a flow here in the half-court set. Leave it in the corner for Marcel Smith. His 3 from the baseline, left side, drops down through. Feed from Colter Lasher that time, and Sell made it pay off. Give Colter the assist, and Marcel has his first 3 of the night. Back the other way, Harris in through the paint. Puts up a little 8-footer, won't go. Lasher down with the board. Up ahead, feeds it to Velo, and he slams it down through. Ravil Chukwujeku got the tipped pass from Colter Lasher, but caught it in stride and drained it with the dunk, and it's 20-8 with 12:17 to go. Out high. It turns into the corner to Walls. He puts up a 3, misses everything, and it comes down into the arms of Sell. On the run in a hurry up ahead to Chukwujeku, and he will be fouled on his way to the rack. It's clear that the Huskies want to push the ball up the floor tonight. Here comes some mass substitutions before the free throw. Terry Harris is going to check in. Trey Patterson will join him. Josh Ibarra. Let's see who else is out there. Caleb Creighton is out on the, no, it's Jordan Stickler out for the first time, and they join Marcel Smith, who takes the inbounds pass and jacks up a quick trigger shot, won't go off the iron, and it comes down to Dallas Christian. And up ahead it goes to Luckett, and Luckett will walk with the ball before he puts it on the floor, and it'll stop the clock with 11:56 to go. Timeout on the floor. Huskies up by a dozen, 20-8. You're listening to it on the Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports. 8 8 of 12 from the floor early in this game, including 2 of 5 from outside the arc. So they're 67% overall, 40% from the three-point line, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Both those coming thanks to Richmond's Vilde. Meanwhile, Dallas Christian just 4 of 17 from the floor, 23% tonight, 0 of 5 from beyond the arc. I'm not sure any of those have even caught the rim yet. But the Huskies bring it in out of the timeout. Stickler takes the handoff from Patterson, goes right side to Harris. Harris double teamed, has it swatted away, knocked out of bounds off of Dallas Christian. Checking back in for Dallas Christian is Travis Martin. He'll replace Miles Burnside, who gets a breather. Huskies get it in. Stickler to Smith. Smith to Patterson. He'll go around to Harris. Harris on the left angle. Looks inside. Ibarra pops out to the high post. Takes a feed. Kick it to Sell. Back to Stickler. Stickler left side to Harris. High post again to Ibarra. Work it right side this time to Patterson. Shot clock running down. And Sell's going to put up a three from the top of the arc. And he drops down his second one. Huskies now 3 of 6, 50% from the three-point line. Here's a feed inside, almost thrown away by the Huskies. Now tipped by Ibarra, taken away by Harris. Up ahead to Patterson, and we're going to have a foul called on Travis Martin of Dallas Christian. Tried to reach in and make the steal and got arm instead, and so it'll be the third team foul on Dallas Christian. Huskies basketball. Free throw line extended. Stickler will get it into Ibarra, and Ibarra will hold it up high over his head and look for help. Patterson pops out high to take the feed to Harris to Stick. Swing it around the arc. Sell gets it. Feed it down low on the baseline to Stickler. He kicks it out on the angle to Harris, and from the three-point line, Terry Harris, the freshman out of Dix Hills, New York. Drops it down through for his first points of the ball game. T's got 3. Here's a drive by Hearns. He tried to go up and had it blocked by Ibarra, the freshman from Angleton. Out of bounds off the Huskies. It'll be Dallas Christian basketball. Trent Dawson will check back in for the Crusaders. Luckett will sit down. On the baseline, Hearns looks for help. Gets it in to Dawson. Dawson dribbles down, now has to go back outside as Patterson's all over him like a blanket. Feed it to Igben. He puts up a little floater. Shot won't go, and Stickler with the board for the Huskies. Kick it out to Patterson. In a hurry up the floor to Harris. Pull up pop from the baseline. Had it blocked, but Ibarra's there to pick it up. His follow won't go, but Patterson puts it up. Has it blocked by Igben, and he grabs the rebound this time. Well, big 6'9" Nigerian. We've seen a guy from Lagos, Nigeria here in the Houston area that had a pretty good time on a basketball court for several years. Back up the other way they come, and Josh Harris drops it in, and it's 26-10. Here's a runner by Marcel Smith. Takes it in, and he floats it down through for 2, and he'll go to the line for a +1 opportunity. Sell's got 8 now. Second foul on Travis Martin. And Marcel back to the free throw line for the +1. And nothing but the cords on that one. And it's now 29-10. Huskies close to tripling the score for Dallas Christian so far. Dawson feeds it to Harris, who tries to dribble in, won't go, but Igben grabs the rebound and lays it back up and in for 2. Igben with his first bucket of the ball game. Cuts the lead down to 17 for the Huskies. Now the Huskies work it in the half court again, swinging it around the arc. And Sell tried to feed it inside to Stickler, but he had it tipped away at the last moment. Out of bounds off Dallas Christian. Huskies basketball. Stickler will go underneath to inbound it under his own basket. Gets it out top to Ibarra. Back to Stickler in the corner for 3, and he drops it down through. Rattled it off the iron and then the glass, and then it dropped down through. And the Huskies are up by 20. Jordan Stickler gets his first bucket of the night. 32-12. Back the other way. Harris tries to take it in on Ibarra, and it's going to be out of bounds. And don't know if that was if that went out of bounds off of Igben or if it was a travel before the shot. But either way, it's Husky basketball. Marcel Smith's going to check out. Tyler Russell will check back in for him. Cecil gets a breather for the first time tonight as Patterson brings it up the floor. Leave it to Stickler. He's going to float through the paint. Puts up a runner, won't go, and Russell pulled down the board, thought about going back up and hesitated enough to shuffle the feet, and he's called for the travel. Tyler knew it. So give the ball back to Dallas Christian. They'll bring it up across the timeline. Dawson has it, gets a screen from Haynes, now takes it in, and we've got a whistle on the drive. It's going to be called on Trey Patterson. Patterson picks up his first, third team foul on the Husky. Comes with 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Baseline out belongs to Dallas Christian. Miles Burnside on the baseline gets it into Haynes. Harris picks him up right away. Huskies going man-to-man each time up the floor here these last several series. And a little floater goes up, won't go down, and Ibarra with the board. Outlet up ahead to Stickler. He'll hold it up, leave it backside for Patterson. He'll kick it out, way out high to Russell. Russell to Harris, and Harris will hold it up. Picked up by Hearns, gets a screen from Ibarra, tries to turn back and had it swatted away by Hearns. Derek Hearns hustling for the basketball over there in front of the Crusaders bench. Could not save it. It goes out of bounds off of Dallas Christian. So Jordan Stickler will inbound it. Wants to feed it to Russell, has to go to Patterson instead, but they get it in. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Stickler to Harris. Harris for three, and he drains it. Nice stroke from the right angle, and he just dropped it down through. Again, Harris, the freshman on the team, one of the freshmen this season, has 6 now. Here is Dawson trying to go man-on-man against Trey Patterson. Patterson got a little close with the defense, bumped him, and will pick up his second personal foul, and it brings us to a timeout on the floor with 7:40 to go. Huskies up 35, and now you're kicking back and enjoying some HBU basketball. Huskies have a 23-point lead right now. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first half of play. 35-12 is our score. Again, they continue hot from the field, 13 of 17. They've also out-rebounded Dallas Christian 12-8. Have the advantage in points in the paint as well, 12-2. It is Crusader basketball out of the timeout. To get it into Igben, he tries to take it in on Josh Ibarra, and Ibarra goes up, blocks the shot, but they're going to say the freshman got him with the arm on the way up, and so God's Power Igben will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one drops down through. Igben, as we mentioned, from Lagos, Nigeria. His name is God's Power. First name God's Power. Parents bearing a little witness with that name. Huskies have the basketball. He made 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. Harris going to put up a long distance three. This one won't drop down through, and a whistle on the rebound as Ibarra got bumped. Foul's going to be called on Igben. 5th foul on Dallas Christian. The Huskies also have 5 team fouls right now. Since it was not a shooting foul, it'll be Huskies basketball on the baseline. Inbounds to Tyler Russell. He'll back it out, kick it to Patterson, left side angle, way out beyond the arc. Back to T-Russ. They play pitch and catch. Now to Stick. Ibarra's in the high post, but Russell's going to use him for a screen. Kick it in the wing to stick, back out to Russell for a three. Too strong off the iron, won't go. Ibarra fights for the board and finally picks it out of the air after tipping it to himself. And he'll start all over with a new shot clock. Right side, Stickler, high post to Ibarra, left wing to Harris for three, and he rattles it down through. Terry Harris for a tray. He's got 9 now, and it's 38-15. Huskies up by 25 points. Burnside to Haynes. Dribbles off his foot and stolen away by Harris. On the run, 3-on-1. Leave it for Patterson. Back to Harris, and he finds Tyler Russell, but Harris was standing right on the baseline.
Checking in for your Huskies, number 5.
And it's going to be out of bounds off the Huskies. That stoppage will allow the Huskies to make some substitutions. Marcel Smith, Coulter Lasher, revealed Chukwujeku, and Richmond Zvilde check back in to join Tyler Russell. So the starting 5 back out there on the floor for the Huskies. They come back in with a comfortable margin of 25 points. Here's Dawson on the dribble, takes it into the paint, leave it back out on the wing for Burnside. He'll drive through and lays it up the end for 2. Miles Burnside with his first points of the ball game. He's got 2, and it's 38-15. Velo out top to Big Rich, leave it for Coulter. Coulter's going to dribble to the top of the key and drain a little 17-footer. Puts the Huskies back up by 25, 40-15 with 5.5 to go here in the first half. Lasher, just that lanky, easy motion. The shot looks effortless when he puts it up, but it usually finds the bottom of the court. Burnside to the baseline, leaves it back out on the wing, and there's a whistle on the drive. Stoney Washington, who's checked back into the ball game, is called for the turnover, and it'll be Huskies basketball. Now Washington will sit down along with Igbin. Walls checks back in. Hearns out on the floor, and they go to a little backcourt pressure, but the Huskies get it up to T. Russ, and he'll leave it for Marcel Smith, and they'll get it across the timeline. High post feed to Vilde, to Russ, to Velo. Velo looks inside, but kicks it back around to Russell, who goes to Smith. Smith to Russell, and he'll dribble in through traffic, puts up a floater, shot won't go. Velo missed time to follow, and the rebound comes off to Dallas Christian. On the run, Hearns up the floor, loses the dribble, but saved by Harris, and he's going to be called for the walk. Got excited, he found the loose ball on the floor, and then was going to go hard to the rack and move the feet before he put the ball on the floor. Turn it back over, give it to HBU with 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 40-15, Huskies up by 25 tonight. Russell finds Smith. Smith down on the baseline to Vilde, back to the basket, kicks it out high to Lasher. Spin move into the paint, going to put up a little floater, too strong off the iron, and the rebound comes off to Luckett. He's going to hurry it up the floor himself, now tries to pass, but threw it behind Harris, who was cutting to the rack. Harris looks a little frustrated. I think he wanted to pass maybe just a split second earlier. But the Huskies will get the basketball back, still up by 25. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions now for Dallas Christian. Huskies set up that high post offense. Marcel Smith, left side out top. To Chukwujeku to Lasher, back to Smith. Left side angle to Russell, gets a screen from Vilde, rolls to the basket, puts it up, won't go, but the follow put up by Velo, and he gets it off the glass and down through. Oh, that would have been a spectacular layup by Tyler Russell if he could have finished that one off, but it just would not drop down through, and so Velo cleans up the glass for the bucket. He's got 4 now, 3.5 to go. Hearns pulls up, pops from the left angle, won't go, and Chukwujeku with the board. On the run, off to Lasher, lay it up and in for 2. Huskies extending the lead out to 29 points now with 3:12 to go. And Lasher's got 8. Couple Huskies already at 9. Nobody yet in double figures. Here's a whistle on the drive, and the foul's going to be called on Richmond Gilday.
Second personal foul.
That'll be number 6 on the team, and the second personal on Rich. Brings us to a timeout on the floor. 3:02
of HBU Huskies basketball history. Thanks for listening to HBU Basketball on the Husky Sports Network.
.303 to go here at Sharp Gym on a Saturday night after Thanksgiving. The Huskies having things their way here early in this one. All HBU all the time here. 44-15 with 3 minutes now to go in the first half. Dallas Christian with the basketball. Haynes, a couple of dribbles, leave it on the baseline for Dawson. He takes it into the rack, won't go in the rebound. It's fought for, and we're going to have Tyler Russell call for going over the back of Josh Walls.
First personal foul, team 7.
7th foul on the Huskies, so it'll send Walls to the free throw line for 1-and-1 here. Lasher is bent over underneath the basket. I don't know if he's bleeding or what, but
Huskies number 23, Alex.
he got dinged up on that play, and so he's going to come out. Alex Fountain will check in for the first time tonight. Al out of Wartburg, Tennessee, seeing his first floor time. And the first free throw from Walls is up and through. One more to come. As a team, Dallas Christian, about a 70% free throw shooting team. Walls gets them both to go there. And they're 3 of 4 so far tonight at the line with those two. And it's 44-17. Here's Chukwujeku into the corner, a 3 from Fountain. Fountain shot off the iron, won't go, and Velo's going to be called for going up over the back on the rebound. Tried to sky up over Martin to get that one.
His first personal foul.
And he will pick up the personal, and let's see, actually they're going to say he went up over Michael Haynes, so Haynes is going to walk back to the other end of the floor to shoot free throws, and Haynes drops the first one down through. Haynes' first free throw of the night. He's 84% free throw shooter on the season. Coming in, gets them both to go though here, 2 for 2. And it's 44-19, back down to 25 after the Huskies had it up to as much as a 29-point lead just a moment ago. Fountain with the basketball. He's going to dribble across the top of the arc. Goes to Smith, and Smith tries to feed it inside to Vilde, and Vilde is going to be pushed by Haynes. And Rich hits the deck, but he pops right back up. It'll be Huskies basketball, no shot, and that's just the 6th team foul on Dallas Christian. So one more before the Huskies are in the bonus. Chukwujeku swinging around, left side angle to Russell. Russell, couple of dribbles, feed the post inside Vilde. Almost had it swiped away. Tries to pass it to Smith, and it's swatted down, knocked away. Stolen by Dallas Christian. Hearns on the run. He has it picked and taken away by Russell. T-Russ up ahead to Velo, and he mistimed the jump. Can't get it to go. Tries to recover, and he has it knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a foul. Chukwujeku's eyes got big, and I think he has had intentions of making a poster before he had his hands on that one, and he'll go to the line for free throws instead, bailed out by Michael Haynes, who picks up his second personal. And the first free throw from Chukwujeku is no good off the iron. One more to come. This is one of those games where you get that lead and you start feeling your oats. And you want to make some spectacular, memorable plays. And you could tell, I think, Seville had his mind on that time. Gets 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. Back the other way, Dallas Christian's going to draw a whistle. And a foul on Alex Fountain, his first. And Dawson draws the foul. Will go to the free throw line. 9 fouls now on the Huskies. with 1:37 to go. And the first free throw is too strong. That's just the second free throw they've missed tonight as a team. Burnside off the Crusader bench, ready to check back in. The second free throw rattles around. It'll drive down through. It's 1 out of 2. Dawson's going to sit down after making the free throw, and Burnside will be back out there for the final 96 seconds of this first half. It's 45-20. Russell goes to Fountain. Fountain, high post to Vilde. Feed it to Velo. Cross court to Smith. Pitch and catch. They go now to T-Russ. Russell right side angle. Feed the high post again to Vilde. Dribbles and dishes it out on the wing to Russ. Now feed Vilde in the low post, and we're going to have a foul called on Rich as he tried to back down and turn around. Picks up his third personal now. And Josh Ibarra is going to check back in. Minute 13 to go here in the first half. Up the floor. Luckett leaves it inside for Haynes. Ibarra blocks his shot and then throws the ball away, trying to feed it out to Marcel Smith on the wing. So it'll go right back over to Dallas Christian with 59 ticks on the clock here in the first half. Martain to inbound the ball to Burnside, back to Martain. He'll leave it for Walls, right angle. Burnside pops out top. He's going to have his shot blocked by Alex Fountain, but it's pulled out of midair by Hearns. Save it across to Haynes. He puts up a three. Off the mark, won't go, and Chukwujeku skies for the board. Leave it off. Up ahead for Smith, and Smith is going to be ridden out of bounds by Derek Hearns. And for Hearns, that'll be his second personal. Number 8 on Dallas Christian. Not a shooting foul, but Marcel Smith will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Zell comes into the game without a free throw attempt yet on this season. But he's always been a very good free throw shooter. In fact, one of the best in HBU basketball history. Drains the first one. One more to go. Thinking about HBU basketball history reminds me that you've got the opportunity to go online here to hbuhuskies.com and click on the banner that leads you to the ballot to vote for the all-decade teams. Sell makes 1 out of 2 at the line. It's 46-20 with 24 seconds to go. Couple of seconds difference, shot clock to game clock, and so the Huskies will get it back, and they do on the block by Ibarra. Off to Fountain, dish it off to Chukwujeku, shot won't go, and he again tried to come up with a spectacular play. Launched a little early and missed the shot. Then came around and fouled Burnside when he got the rebound. Second foul on Velo. Huskies in the double bonus, or with 10 fouls have Dallas Christian in the double bonus. Say it correctly. With 11 seconds to go, Burnside drains the first one. One more to go. The Huskies have been up by as many as 29 points here in the first half. Last time they had that much of a lead was with 3:21 to go. Now Burnside hits both free throws, so it's down to 24. Here's Russell, pressured in the backcourt, but he's going to bring it all the way up. Takes it to the baseline, puts it up, won't go. Follows his shot, though, and lays it in for 2. And he'll go to the line with 1.3 left on the first half clock. T-Russ with 4 now. Haynes picks up his third personal foul. And Russell drains the free throw. And just enough time for the inbounds pass, and it's tipped away by Chukwujeku. And that will let the clock expire here. And so on an anticlimactic play, we make it in to the locker room here at the